When I look back at the past 25 years of my company, I never thought we would be the company that we are today. So my years of growing up in the Midwest is when I spent the most time with my grandmother. Her name was Irene, and she opened her own hair salon called the Powder Puff Beauty Shop. She was an entrepreneur in a day when women didn't own their own businesses. So I really learned early on the magic of transformation and the power of healing touch. I actually went to school to become a hairstylist. The salon that I worked at actually had 2 estheticians and a facial room. I really gravitated much more to the skincare part. So I left the salon and went to school at Katherine Hines Institute of Aesthetics, and then got a job working back at the salon again as an esthetician. One of my coworkers, Elizabeth, she became my skincare mentor. After 2 years of us working together, we opened Elizabeth Renee Aesthetics in Wellesley, Massachusetts. So my mentor became my business partner at age 21. I always want to be in the driver's seat of my life. So even though I had a very successful business with my partner and we had a great partnership, there was issue for change. So I sold my half of the business and I moved to Dallas, Texas in 1996 when I was 26. I didn't know anyone and just wanted to start a new life. So as soon as I got to Texas, I got right to work. I needed all the good luck and success I could have. So I hired an astrologist. She worked with me to come up with an exact time and a ritual for how we're going to do the opening. So on my 26th birthday, we did a ribbon cutting at 4:10. And she told us, turn on all the lights that you can. And she said, run all the water you can. And it was something about an awakening to start a business. And so, I didn't go to business school, and I'm sure they teach you other things to have a successful business, but I would like to think that her ritual had a little something to do with my success. When I started my company, Renée Rouleau, my grandmother sent me a really sweet card, and she gave me the first dollar that she had received when she opened up her business. And then she also gave me $1 from her wallet so that she could be the first customer of my business. We ended up relocating after 9 years from North Dallas to Plano, Texas, and opened up a brand new beautiful spa there. And then I ended up opening up a second location in downtown Dallas to kind of really be in the heart of the city. We did it in an area called the Arts District. It was kind of a newly built area.
My first impressions of Renee when I started working for her was that she was very meticulous when it came to anything about the business. The business was like her child. It was a very local cult following that she had. She grew that business in the community. It was very personable and just a lot of good feelings happening there.
I really liked how everything was super customizable. And we specialized in more difficult skin conditions or treatments. And I just felt like most spas just had basic facials, basic protocols, and we really tailored our treatment to the specific needs of the clients.
They're friends. We helped them with their problems, we cared about their skin, we helped them through to keep their skin looking young, not just from one month to the next, but over years.
When I started Renée Rouleau Skin Care is when I really started developing skincare products. When I went to school to become an esthetician, in school you learn about skin types, but you're learning about 3 different skin types, which is dry, normal, and oily. And so when I started working with clients hands-on, I quickly realized that those skin types didn't give me enough information. And so I came up with 9 different skin types, and I was designing a line to span the 9 different skin types. So when construction started for my first skincare spa, right when I moved to Dallas, I met Florian. He managed a French restaurant that was a couple doors down from where my spa was. So about 10 years into our courtship, Florian had been super supportive all along with my company, but eventually I needed a COO, and what better person to trust than your partner in life and your spouse. He allowed me to be kind of the creative and product development and marketing in the face of the company, and he took care of all of the behind the scenes work.
Hi, I'm Renee Rouleau. Rouleau. I'm introducing
So
our new...
I was an early adopter to e-commerce. Back then, I hired my brother to custom develop a website for me, which means he did all the coding himself. He had a full-time job, so he did it on the side. So in 1999, after probably a year in the making of all this custom coding, we launched our website. So at the time, we would ship the products out of the break room of the spa. That's where we would pack everything up. And then eventually we would move it to me and Florian's home, which we would ship things off of our kitchen table. And then eventually we ended up moving and got a warehouse about 5 miles down the road, and then ran our warehouse out of there until we moved to Austin in 2015. And so from early on, back when we started the site, I started typing up skincare articles to put on the website so people could learn about their skin. And I did that for many years, and then eventually it segued into the blog. So because I was an early adopter to pushing out skincare content with our skincare educational articles for so many years, every day it was just raining with referral traffic to our website. Demi Lovato lived in Dallas, and so I used to see her a lot in Dallas. And she was really an up-and-comer and had a huge fan base, and so she would talk about me on social media, on Twitter, organically, and we saw a huge spike in awareness. So then what happened was I would see some celebrities while they were in Dallas at the downtown location. And so I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of different celebrities out in LA. I currently work with a lot of the girls from the TV show Riverdale, so Lily Reinhart, Madeline Pesh, Camila Mendez, Vanessa Morgan. I've worked with Patrick Dempsey, Lisa Rinna, Anna Faris, and Emma Roberts. So many really great people. So I learned real quickly the influence that it had on my brand, because when they were interviewed by the media, they would talk about me, talk about how my products had changed their skin. Moving to Austin was exciting because we moved into a 5,000 square foot space where we could have warehouse and office people all under the same roof. It was May of 2018, and we're settling into Austin. Me and Florian are loving our life here. We had a crisis in our company, and the crisis was Florian was diagnosed with cancer and given 6 months to live. And so at that time, I really leaned on my team. I mean, I had to trust that they could keep things going, even if I wasn't going to be there. But at that time, I had to find a replacement for Florian because he wanted to pass away in peace, knowing that I was in good hands. So unfortunately, the COO who I eventually hired, I met after Florian's passing, but I know that Florian would certainly be super proud of Curtis, our COO, who I hired to carry on the legacy of hard work and good operation skills.
After I looked over the entire history, where they were at financially, and the team themselves, I quickly realized there was nothing really wrong with the company or broken. The only thing that was really wrong was that the people themselves were very heartbroken over the loss.
He had a great sense of humor. He was silly, just fun to be around, and really smart.
As a COO, I mean, he was just very friendly, would do anything for anybody. He was a very, very nice guy.
One of his wishes for the company was to get a best place to work recognition. And so it was a huge deal when my new COO spearheaded Florian's wish. And in 2020, we got recognition as the best company to work for by the Austin Business Journal. My team inspires me because they all want to learn and grow. Watching people thrive in their jobs and learning new skills and feeling great about themselves is just super inspiring to watch.
I'm lucky in that I get to learn and grow pretty much every week. Every time I work on a blog post, I mean, I'm not only learning from Renee, but I have the opportunity to learn from a lot of the really great experts that we collaborate with.
We started off on the pick pack ship.
And she got the warehouse manager position and I got the inventory
position. We really feel like our managers care about us, what we do, personal and professional. They really believe in us and they want to help us grow.
One of the shining, proud moments in my company was the first major award I got for a skincare product. Back in the early 2000s, Allure magazine had their Best of Beauty awards, and it was literally like winning an Oscar. It's what I'm so passionate about. It doesn't feel like work to me. Like, to me, my job feels like a hobby because I really love what I do. So now we are a 100% e-commerce company, and what I love about social media is it's a two-way conversation. It's such a great way to communicate with people, and our internet company is global.
I would say social media has played an important role in that it's connected us to customers everywhere, whereas before, Renee had the brick and mortar in Dallas, and that was kind of that small pool of people in Texas, whereas now we can connect globally with all of our customers, even our international customers.
So now we have 11,000 square feet of office and warehouse space. I mean, every time I go in there, I just have to pinch myself because we just started so small, and I'm just in amazement at how much we've grown the past 25 years.
It honestly feels like we're growing every day. I mean, we're constantly adding not only new products, but new people to, our work family.
In the 2 years that I've been here, I've definitely seen a lot of growth. I mean, the marketing team itself has tripled in size. What that's done is it's given Renee more time to focus on the things she loves, which is new product development, the PR part of her job. And you really see all of that pay off because while the brand always won awards, Renee having a more hands-on approach to PR, our press has increased dramatically, winning awards from key press like Birdie, Allure, Refinery 29 has really made a big difference for the brand.
Having a business where the company is your name is really personal. I mean, literally the name of my company is the name on my birth certificate. I own 100% of the company. I have no intentions of giving away any of that. I don't have to sell my soul for the almighty dollar. And so 25 years later, here we are, and my company's more relevant than ever. We're the most successful we've ever been. And part of that is because I have my team that I can rely on and that shares my vision and makes all that magic happen.
I've been at bigger companies where they didn't value you, but being in this small company, not only does it feel like a family and we get to know each other, I feel valued.
The most important factor of why I came to this company is the fact that Renee just was focused on doing right by the customers and the employees and growing the company in a very thoughtful and organic manner.
I love to make people happy, whether it's our customers or our team, and give people opportunities to thrive and grow. I'm just so proud. Thank you for a great 25 years.